Lindsay has a fan club.
Oh, yeah.
Good afternoon. I'm Jan Roberts-Breslin, Provost and Vice President for Academic Affairs, and it is my pleasure to welcome you to the 2024 School of Communication Graduate Hooding Ceremony. Congratulations, graduates. Job well done. I want to welcome the families and friends of our graduates who are here today. Your support has been incredibly important to the success of these graduates. We gratefully acknowledge that and want to thank you. Let me also take a moment to recognize our faculty. Yeah. Emerson faculty are experts in their fields, scholars, clinicians, and professionals who care deeply about the success of their students. They help the members of class of 2024 reach this milestone by providing an exceptional learning environment, and they have done so with care and compassion. Let's hear it for the faculty. Earning a master's degree is a major accomplishment that requires effort and sacrifice. As graduates, you know this better than anyone. But graduate school is also a special opportunity to work very hard at something you love. In the coming years, I hope you will look back fondly at your experience in the program and at Emerson, when you were able to write, create, critique, theorize, strategize, and bask in learning while in the company of colleagues and mentors. At the same time, your master's degree has positioned you to succeed in your field by encouraging you to learn by doing, experiment, and envision the future of your discipline. This is a day to celebrate and be proud of what you have accomplished. Then go out there and do Emerson proud. Congratulations to you all.
We'll begin with the invocation. Please stand as you are able. Graduates of Emerson School of Communication, this is the day when we celebrate the achievements, the papers, the creations, the twists and turns, the growth, and the stories that you have brought forth into this world. We are here to celebrate you, to celebrate us, to celebrate the journeys that have led you right here to this moment, and it is an honor to be here with you. As we begin today's ceremony with this invocation, we are called to engage in a practice that is ancient, with deep roots across a great many spiritual traditions. An invocation is, at its core, an invitation into stillness and reverence for that which we consider sacred. And on a day that we have anticipated and waited for so long, and one that is perhaps filled with flurry and busyness and exhaustion and excitement, we take this moment of invocation as a very needed pause to invite, to acknowledge, and to thank all that has given us guidance and inspiration on our journeys leading up to today. As is our tradition at many events at Emerson, we begin first by acknowledging the land upon which we stand. Here in Boston, we are on the ancestral and unceded lands of the Massachusetts people whose name was appropriated by this Commonwealth. We pay respect to Massachusetts elders, past and present. So too, in this moment of invocation, we also acknowledge and celebrate the diversity of paths and traditions present here in this gathered community. and we celebrate that we find the sacred in so many different ways. For some, this is in the mystery called God. For others, we find the sacred within the wisdom of our ancestors, or in the beauty of nature, and the sparks of creativity, or in the pursuit of justice. However it is that you find sacredness in your life, I invite you to pause with me now and in our shared silence to invite into your mind and into your heart all that you consider sacred. Let us be in silence. Thank you, congratulations, and welcome, each and every one of you, to your well-deserved graduate hooding ceremony. Please be seated.
I will now invite Kim McLaren, Dean of Graduate and Professional Studies at Emerson, to deliver the graduate ceremony address. Kim McLaren is a novelist, essayist, and journalist whose work explores systemic issues in experiential terms, anchoring questions of identity, humanity, and meaning in narratives of family, friends, and self. She is the author of many critically acclaimed novels and essay collections, including her most recent, Every Day Something Has Tried to Kill Me and Has Failed. Please welcome Dean McLaren.
Thank you. Good afternoon. No. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. All right. Thank you very much. I'm sorry to do that to you, but I'm from the South, and we don't, we have to acknowledge, you know what I'm talking about. Yes, she does. Thank you. All right. So it's really good to see you. It's wonderful to be here. We made it. We made it. Anyone who has ever been asked to give a commencement speech probably knows what I call the 6 stages of speech giving. Stage 1 is flattery. Me? Really? Followed very shortly by smugness. I am going to give the most inspiring speech ever given in the history of the world. Then comes dawning suspicion. Wait a second, why did they ask me so late? Followed quickly by creeping anxiety. What if I have nothing to say? Then comes blind terror. I don't think I have anything to say. And finally, acceptance. It's fine. No one really cares. It's not about you. This is the place to get to as quickly as possible as a speaker. The understanding that on this day, a day of endings and beginnings, what you have to say is really the least important part. Last year, at my son's commencement, Tom Hanks was the speaker. Tom Hanks. Who does not love Tom Hanks? I love Tom Hanks. I was right there in the audience, and I listened very carefully to every word he said. And a year later, I can't remember a word of it. Not a single thing. I think it had something to do with his grandmother, but I'm not sure. What I do remember is that my son got to get up on stage and get a selfie with Tom Hanks. That's what the day was about. Still, I have to fill up about 10 minutes here, and so for the past couple of weeks, I have been wondering what to say to you today. Now, I have to tell you that version 1 of this speech included a whole bunch of stuff about leadership and the need for us to be better citizens if we're going to have better leaders, and the power of narrative, and the necessity of challenging both the big and little narratives we've internalized, including such as imposter syndrome. Hat tip, I do not believe in imposter syndrome. And at the end of each one of these sections, I originally was going to pontificate. I was going to wrap up by saying, but I don't know, I'm not certain, I could be wrong. And that was version 1 of the speech, and trust me, it was brilliant, if not life-changing. But alas, I was told to cut it in half. So let me cut to the chase and talk to you today about just one thing, the final thing that I originally intended to talk to you about. And that's something that's occupied my mind lately. It's a particular human tendency that I have seen blossoming all around the place. It's called self-righteousness. The Oxford English Dictionary defines self-righteous as being, quote, convinced of one's own righteousness or moral superiority, especially in smug, intolerant, or hypocritical ways. Self-righteousness is as old as the rain, of course, but these days, like plastic waste and reckless guys on scooters going through the red light, it seems to be everywhere. Self-righteousness has no age, no generation or gender, no political affiliation or position on the ideological scale. Self-righteousness is an equal opportunity tendency. And I'm struggling with it, you see, because I do believe in righteousness. I believe in civil disobedience and in the moral necessity of speaking up and speaking out, in condemning injustice and violence and the casual, calculated disregard for human life, whether that disregard happens down the street or halfway across the world. In his famous I Have a Dream speech, Dr. Martin Luther King quoted the prophet Amos, who warned the leaders of a society in which the poor and vulnerable were not protected, that God would not be placated by rituals and displays of piety. Quote, let justice roll down like waters, Amos said, and righteousness like an ever-flowing stream. Righteousness, not self-righteousness. Where righteousness leads and inspires, self-righteousness tramples and suffocates, shutting out nuance, choking empathy, ignoring the fundamental truth of human interconnectedness. In my short, somewhat unplanned and unplanned tenure in leadership, I will confess that dealing with self-righteousness has been perhaps the most challenging aspect for me. It's disheartening to find this trait in one's colleagues, and even more disheartening to find it in oneself. At the very real risk of being self-righteous about self-righteousness, I think we all need to climb down off our high horses and meet in the middle if we're going to move forward. But I don't know. I'm not certain. I could be wrong. I don't know. I'm not certain. I could be wrong. The older I get, the more I say this. It's something that I like to remind myself as I walk out the door each morning, a kind of mantra to start the day. Remember, Kim, you don't know. You really aren't 100% certain, despite thinking otherwise. You could be wrong. It's a reminder not to get so full of myself that I start to believe that my way of looking at the world is the way instead of a way, one of multitudes. It's also a reminder, quite frankly, of the relief to be found in not having to have an opinion about everything. Do we have too many billionaires for the common good? Will AI bring more harm than relief, benefit? Is Taylor Swift the greatest musician of her time or wildly overrated? I don't know, and that's okay. When Socrates was told he was the wisest of all human beings, he rejected the title and set off to find someone wiser than himself. But after visiting and listening to the sages of the ancient world, he concluded that, in fact, he was the wisest of them all. Why? Because the sages knew nothing, but were convinced they knew everything, whereas Socrates knew exactly how little he really knew. Humility is the beginning of wisdom, I think. I could be wrong. So maybe I should just end by giving you advice the way commencement speakers usually do. So 3 quick things. 1, please keep reading, not just social media posts, but newspapers and magazines and books, all of which still actually exist. Reading nonfiction informs and can expand perspective, but particularly reading fiction, as research shows, actually increases empathy. James Baldwin said, "You think your pain and your heartbreak are unprecedented in the history of the world, but then you read." 2, travel as much as you can for the same reasons. Enough said. And 3, cultivate awe. This might be the most important one. Do you know that there are people who study awe? I learned this from reading a magazine. There's a psychologist at UC Berkeley who studies awe, and he defines awe as, quote, being amazed at things outside of yourself. What he has discovered is that awe is good for our mental health. What we feel when we are in the presence of a vast mystery, whether that mystery is God or nature or birth or death or poetry, which, as T.S. Eliot said, somehow communicates before it is understood. Whatever it is, when we are in the presence of awe, this feeling helps us let go of our relentless focus on the self, and that is liberating. And we can cultivate awe. You can make it a practice to feel it. Sit by the ocean or visit the redwoods. Stand outside a church and listen to a choir, voices woven together in song. Walk across the Boston Common and stop to watch a red-tailed hawk soar across the sky. In my neighborhood, there's a massive oak tree that's probably 80 or 100 years old, and I pass it every day. My husband and I named this tree Omar. We thought that was clever. Omar the oak. Every time we pass, every time, we put our hands on this rough bark, and we thank Omar for all that she has given the world. And I always, always feel awe. And I feel awe right now, looking out at you, the class of 2024, and knowing that you head out to meet the very real challenges of the present moment with all the skills and all the talent and all the compassion that the world so desperately needs. The world is bruised and bleeding. Make no mistake, these are hard times. But as Toni Morrison said, hard times are precisely the time that people like us, people who believe in the power of communication and language and the human heart and the human voice, hard times are precisely the times that we go to work. Some of my colleagues like to say that they like teaching because being around young people keeps them young. I say, really? It makes me feel old and tired. But it's a good tired. The tired of a relay runner gritting it out towards the end of her leg, preparing to hand off the baton. And I feel awe today because I believe each and every one of you are primed to grab that baton and run like hell towards a better, more just, more compassionate future for every human being and every being on the planet. That's what I believe. Though, of course, I'm not certain. I could be wrong. But I hope you will go out and prove me right. Thank you. It is now my great pleasure to introduce this year's graduate student speaker, Alexis Freed. Alexis received her bachelor's in communication sciences and disorders from the University of Central Florida Burnett Honors College. During this time, Alexis gained 2 years of experience working with autistic children, where she learned the importance of building connections with her clients and providing accessible forms of communication. She continued her learning through Emerson's graduate program and internships at the Robbins Center, Boston's Children's Hospitals, 2K through H schools, while working as a research assistant, literacy tutor, and nanny. Last summer, Alexis was named the recipient of the Shaw Family Scholarship, which is awarded to an Emerson student who demonstrates a passion for the field of autism. As part of that scholarship, Alexis worked on a project focused on how SLPs can better support autistic women and women-identifying folks. Alexis desires to make a positive impact in the field of communication, and we have every confidence that she will. Today, she hopes that her message is one that you can connect with and feel empowered by. Please welcome Alexis.
Thank you. Glossophobia, the fear of public speaking. This is the #1 fear in the world, ranking above heights, flying, snakes, insects, and going to the dentist. This statistic may sound surprising, but the reasoning is relatively simple. Within our biological makeup, there is a fundamental need for connectedness and relatedness. We want to belong. Public speaking puts us at a higher risk for rejection, so the situation is conditioned as fearful. I've learned that one way of overcoming my fears is by being exposed to them. This speech took several attempts to write. I struggled with the pressure to appear perfect, almost sacrificing the authenticity of my message. I went multiple routes, thinking about words of wisdom to share, searching quotes from notable public figures, and even trying to redefine the term communication. It wasn't until I confronted these fears and embraced mindfulness that I found clarity. Turning off my computer, I closed my eyes and searched inward, finding solace in stillness. In that moment of listening and observing, my true voice emerged, allowing this message to be shared. Today, as we commemorate a significant milestone in our lifelong journey of growth and self-discovery, I reflect on a recent lesson that resonated deeply with me. In one of my classes, I encountered the concept of imposter syndrome, an experience nearly universal among high achievers, including graduate students like ourselves. It's a sensation where we may feel undeserving of our achievements or inadequate in our roles. Sometimes, this doubt may leave us feeling like we don't have the words to say. Other times, we might use words to fill silence and avoid discomfort. Have you ever found yourself in a situation where a friend, family member, or client confided in you about a problem and you felt compelled to offer immediate solutions or advice? But what if we paused instead? By allowing ourselves to sit with discomfort, we diminish its power. Silence can become a powerful tool, conveying support and safety. Through active listening, we signal to the other person that they are valued and respected. By resisting the urge to speak impulsively, we create an environment where genuine expression can flourish. Through mindfulness, we not only build our confidence and connect with our authentic selves, but also foster deeper connections with those around us. As we transition into the unknown of our futures, this sentiment may intensify, challenging our sense of self-worth and confidence. However, today's milestone serves as a reminder of how far we've come. Over the past few years, we've dedicated ourselves to our studies, embraced creativity, and navigated a rapidly changing world. We've cultivated strong connections, pursued our passions, and honed the skills necessary for our chosen paths. As we look ahead, let's draw on these experiences to confront our fears. Let's acknowledge the significance of our achievements while remaining open to the transformative power of mindfulness. Together, let's continue this journey with resilience, courage, and a steadfast belief in our abilities to navigate whatever comes our way. Congratulations and thank you.
class. They have so much promise, so much potential, and I can't wait to see what they do next.
Congratulations to all of our graduating MFA candidates.
Just wanted to wish you congratulations on your graduation from Emerson College. And please remember to stay connected to Emerson. We love to hear what you all are doing.
Know that we are here cheering on for you.
Best of luck in your endeavors as you move beyond Emerson.
Congratulations. We are so proud of you. We're so glad you were here, and we can't wait to share you with the world, and I hope you're proud of yourself.
So, enjoy this day, celebrate with your family and friends, and always remember the best thing that you'll ever create is yourself.
And now the moment you all have been waiting for. Will all of the master's degree candidates please rise? Provost Roberts Breslin, on behalf of the faculty of the School of Communication at Emerson College, I have the honor of presenting to you the candidates for the degrees of Master of Arts and Master of Science who have successfully completed all requirements.
Thank you, Dean Smith. Graduates, please come forward to receive your hood.
Should I get going? All right. May I present the master's degree recipients from Media Design, Yanhui Jiang. Yachi Liu. Sharon Hefziva Owoche Mohie. Abigail Lynn Nash. Paula Andrea Ochoa Tovar. Cody Alexis Patnod. Rotian Yang. May I present the master's degree recipients from communication disorders? Apparently I may. Casey Morgan Allen. Eva Apollo. Moa Badmos. Katja Bakal Schloman. Jessica Begelu. Kyra Jennifer Bodie. Angela Maria Buck. Sophia Oliveira Carey. Sela Jamelia Casey. Lavenda Tsewa Chu. Logan Clark. Bailey Deshane. Talia Rose DeWolf. Karina Marie Guzman Fabregas. Samantha Florio. Alexis Freed. Isabella Marie Godinez. Lindsay Ray Gartner. Yvette Alexandra Gamez. Logan Genero. Kimberly Ann Gerber. Leah Brody Gomes. Leor Grader. Anne Guillaume. Danny Jasper. Sophie Iris Latanzio. Maya Elizabeth Lewis. Christina Linehan. Lucy Mazer Warren. Rachel Elizabeth McLaughlin. Elona Meziu Ribari. Trina Elizabeth Murray. Nikita Patel. Gina Grace Rakulia. Anna Christine Schultz. Kaylin Jeanette Smith. Julia Claire Sullivan. Haley Torres. Isabella Sandra Trask. Skylar Unger. Madeline Vieira. Olivia Wachtel. Lauren Victoria Wenzel Rossi. Danielle Margaret Ziering. May I present the master's degree recipients from Political Communication. Thank you. Kira Sandra Pauline Beatty. Annika Lee Butkus. Maddie Loria. Hanley Rob Staley. May I present the master's degree recipients from Public Relations. Raquel Maria Aguirre Dardet. Hannah Marie Beck. Ali Ru Shin Chua. Andrea Sofia Mendez Maisonet. Ruby Seraphin. Shepard Vargo. Peyton Rain Washington. May I present the master's degree recipients from Sports Communication? Thank you. Tristan Bevan. Kayla Elaine Buck. Andres Hernandez Abello. Sergio Noguera Suarez. Lucas Gilberto Poiser. Caitlin Elizabeth Siegel. May I present the master's degree recipients from Business of Creative Enterprises? Dea Nicole Buell. Jonathan S. Cirillo. Devin Conway. Emily Dalmas. Nicholas Alexander Mestas. Tara Montague Segree. Melanie Marie Shepard. Pablo Manuel Alvarez. Claire Elizabeth Anderson. Samantha Catherine Buller. Jason Chang. Sorry about that. Good catch. Letitia Cobian Engel. Nicolette Orlando. They're telling me to do something back there. I'm not sure what it is. Where is it?
The program's changed.
The program's changed.
We didn't have the card.
I don't have the card.
Digital marketing and data analytics.
Oh, it's DMDA. It's you guys. Hey, how are y'all doing? So this is the Digital Marketing and Data Analytics program. Big up. My hearing's gone bad. Brittany Ann Smith. Angelique Marie Washington. May I present the master's degree recipients from Strategic Marketing Communication? Michaela Lynn Ashline. Yunya Chen. Lindsay Catherine Curran. Jacopo Noah Diamond. Ángela Fernández Garrido. Alan Brandon Geis. Lily Hannah Gutentag. Carmen Enrique Salman. Yiteng Xie. Christine Hung. Lee Guo. Sofia Leo Moreira. Yashwan Liu. Christine Ann Madden. Nathaniel Hill Martin. Paulina Mateo. Risa Michawaki. Samantha A. Reese. Samantha Seacrest. Tung En Tai. Scott James Wadelin.
May I ask the audience to rise as you are able, and for the benediction, and to remain for the closing and recessional. Thank you. Graduates, as you will go from this place, blessing the world with your work and words and beings, we now take this moment to confer our blessings upon you. May you always trust in wisdom, for it is a sacred compass within you. May you always treat yourself with gentleness, for you are worthy of compassion and care. And may you always know that you, your presence, and your work, and your being has already been a gift to many communities, and we here at Emerson are now honored to count you amongst our alumni. Now go forth with our pride in you, with our belief in you, and with our hopes that you will inspire others as you have inspired us. Congratulations, and go in peace.
Thank you for joining us today to mark this momentous occasion. Congratulations again to the Emerson College School of Communication class of 2024. This marks the conclusion of our ceremony. Please allow our graduates to exit first.